Now, I must say, independent of the soul, the spirit body does have what you would classify as instinctual functions, right? Of course, it needs the soul connected to it in order for those functions to operate. So you can't really say it's fully independent. But there is instinctual functions of the spirit body. For example, the spirit body has a heart and it beats. And you don't need to be consciously aware of your soul to control the beating. Right? Even though the soul does control the beating of that heart, you don't need to be consciously aware of that. It's an instinctual function of that body that is a part of the creation. Does that make sense to you? Just like you don't in your brain go, okay, beat now, beat now, beat now, beat now. You know, imagine if you had to do that. It'd be your whole life would be just beat now, beat now. That'd be it. If you had to be conscious of all of the physiological functions of your body and they weren't instinctual, you would have to be controlling every single one of those functions with your mind constantly, and your mind's processing power would be taken up by that. So the brain of the physical body gets rid of the mind of the spirit body having to do that. Because the brain controls all of the physical functionings of this body to a larger degree, and all your mind has to do is control how you think about things and how your desires and your passions and longings, which are controlled by your soul. And you don't have to think, oh, I've just got to keep this heart beating, you know, like, and what the rhythm of that will be. Interestingly enough, though, if you choose to, with your soul, you can slow down how fast your heart and your body beats. Right down to almost zero, and still be alive. Now, why you like to do that, I don't really know. Maybe it's just a power trip you've got over your body or whatever, but not an experiment maybe. And I've certainly done that as an experiment, but it didn't last very long. I just thought, oh, well, I can do that and let's move on. It's sort of like not really important, is it? So there are certain things that you might do, you know, just as an experiment, but at the end of the day, they're not very important for the happiness of your life. So you move on from it, you know what I mean? And so, but you can do it. It's like there is a potentiality of you doing that, of course. Makes sense? Why you'd want to, I'm not sure. Aside from the experiment, you know, it's interesting to know these things. You can actually hear the heartbeat of your spirit body. Have you done that? It beats at about twice the rate of your physical body heart on the average, you know. And you can feel it. If you tune into your spirit body, you'll be able to feel the beat of your spirit body's heart. You know, it's quite fast. You know, it's twice the speed of your physical body one. You can actually feel, in your spirit body, you can feel the blood flow of your physical body in every organ, if you so want to. Of course, again, it's instinctual, so, you know, you'd only do it to control something. So let's say you were bleeding, like in the first century, there was a number of times I was stabbed, and when I was stabbed, the very first thing I did was slow down the blood flow to that area, so I wouldn't bleed to death. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Wow.
And you can do that, right? But, you know, you probably only want to do it under special circumstances, like, you know, you've hurt yourself or something like that, and or somebody's hurt you. You know? You want to do that.